Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of 24 minus 16. So to solve it, I'm going to first rewrite 2 to the power of 24 here as 2 to the power of 12 times 2. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, this is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n. So 2 to the power of 12 times 2, that's going to equal 2 to the power of 12 to the power of 2. And I have this minus 16, which is the same thing as 4 to the power of 2. Now, if I have something in form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, a is 2 to the power of 12, and b is 4. So I have 2 to the power of 12 plus 4 times 2 to the power of 12 minus 4. 2 to the power of 12, well, 2 to the power of 10, this is 1024. So 2 to the power of 11, this is going to be double of 1004, which is 2048. Meaning 2 to the power of 12, this is double of 2048, which is 4096. So now I have 4096 plus 4 times 4096 minus 4. Now this is the same thing as 5000 times 4092. Or sorry, this is the same thing as 4100 times 4092, which is the same thing as 4000 plus 100 times 4000 plus 92. So now to solve this, I'm simply going to just distribute. So I have 4000 here. If I distribute, I have 4000 times 4000 plus 4000 times 92 plus, now if I distribute the 100 times 4000 plus 100 times 92. Now 4000 times 4000, that's 4000 squared, plus 4000 times 92. 4000 times 92, that's going to be equal to, 1 second, 368,000 plus 100 times 4000, that's going to be 400,000 plus 100 times 92, that's 9200. Now 4000 squared, that's going to be 16 million. So I have this plus 368,000 plus 400,000 plus 9200 is 400,000, 9200. Sorry, 409,200. So now I have 16 million plus 368,000, which is 16,368,000, but I have plus 409,200. So this is going to be 700,720. Sorry, 200. So this is my answer. Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of 1000 minus 2 to the power of 999. So to solve this, for my solution, first start with 2 to the power of 1000 minus 2 to the power of 999. Now, I'm going to rewrite 1000 here as 999 plus 1. So now I have 2 to the power of 999 plus 1 minus 2 to the power of 999. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 2 to the power of 999 plus 1, that's going to equal 2 to the power of 999 times 2 to the power of 1. Now I have this minus 2 to the power of 999. Now this is the same thing as 2 to the power of 999 times 2 to the power of 999 times 2 to the power of 1 divided by 2 to the power of 999 is simply 2 to the power of 1. Now I have this minus 2 to the power of 999 divided by 2 to the power of 999 is 1. 2 to the power of 1 is 2. So now I have 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1. So I have 2 to the power of 999 times 1, which is simply equal to 2 to the power of 999. Now, another way of doing this so I first start with 2 to the power of 1000 minus 2 to the power of 999. Now this time I'm going to rewrite 999 as 1000 minus 1. So now I have 2 to the power of 1000 minus 2 to the power of 1000 minus 1. And now that's the same thing as 2 to the power of 1000 minus 2 to the power of 1000 plus negative 1, which is equal to 2 to the power of 1000 minus 2 to the power of 1000 times 2 to the power of negative 1. Now if I factor out 2 to the power of 1000, I get 2 to the power of 1000 times 1 minus 2 to the power of negative 1. This is equal to 2 to the power of 1000 times 1 minus 1/2, which is equal to 1/2. So I have 2 to the power of 1000 times 1/2, which is the same thing as 2 to the power of negative 1. So now I have 2 to the power of 1000 times 2 to the power of negative 1, which is equal to 2 to the power of 1000 plus negative 1, which is equal to 2 to the power of 999. Alright, so in this problem, I have 5 to the power of x is equal to 0. So, I obviously want to find the value of x here. So for my solution, well, I'm going to first start by, let's start by trying out values of x. So if I have 5 to the power of 1, for example, this is equal to 5, right? If I have 5 to the power of, let's do 1 less than 1, 0. Well, any number to the power of 0 is 1. If I have 5 to the power of negative 1, this is going to be 1/5. If I have 5 to the power of negative 2, this is going to be 1 over 25. Let's say I have 5 to the power of negative 10. This is going to be 1 over 5 to the power of 10. So you see, as the exponent keeps on decreasing and decreasing and decreasing, well, it's approaching infinity, right? But will it ever reach infinity? Well, let's see if we can even find a value of x that makes this equal to 0. So, the first step I'm going to do is take the log on both sides. So I have log 5 to the power of x is equal to log of 0. Now if I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move this exponent b to the front. So this is going to equal b times log a. So in this case, I have log 5 to the power of x. And I can move x here to the front. So now I have x times log 5 is equal to log 0. Now, if I divide both sides by log 5, these two cancel out, and I get x is equal to log 0 over log 5. Now log 5, this is equal to 0.6990, and log 0, this is actually undefined, meaning I have x is equal to undefined over 0.6990. Well, if something's undefined and you divide it by a number, it's still going to be undefined. So meaning the value of x is undefined.